The Greater Miami Chamber of Commerce honors a community leader every year who makes significant strides and gives back to our community with their Sand in My Shoes Award. It was established in 1981 by the late WTVJ president and news director Ralph Rennick. This year, the chamber is honoring this man, Brian Keeley, president and CEO of Baptist Health South Florida. Brian, thank you so much for being here. Let's first start off by congratulating you. What an honor it is to receive this award. You have received so many. What does this one mean to you?
Well, this one, I am exceptionally proud of this, and I'm honored and humbled to receive it because it comes from the Greater Miami Chamber as a Sand and Shoes, and I'm a Sand and Shoes fanatic, and born and raised up north, came down here 40-some years ago. This is my home. People ask me where I'm going to retire. I said, why would I retire anyplace else? I'm going to stay here in South Florida. So
right here,
I'm
right?
a dyed-in-the-wool Sand and Shoes guy.
I like that. You have obviously seen South Florida evolve and grow. With that, you have also seen Baptist evolve and grow, but you said something that's very special. You guys haven't really changed much, not your culture at least.
That's exactly right. We started out, when I first got here, we started as a single hospital with less than 300 beds, and now we're one of the largest healthcare systems in South Florida. A lot of people focus on our size and how big we are and what have you, and I said, we're not about big. We're about being a great institution, so our focus is never to keep growing. It was an evolutionary thing that occurred during that period of time, but it's really just focusing on being a great healthcare system.
You guys have 10 hospitals, with your latest one, West Palm Beach. Do you plan on expanding a little bit more north?
The answer is no.
Okay.
We have self-defined ourselves in terms of being from the Keys all the way up to Palm Beach. That's a very, very comfortable area for us to be in. Again, we don't want to be big. We just want to be a great healthcare system. And we have a large international program also, focusing on Latin America and the Caribbean. So that's sort of where we're going to be, and we're going to grow within there.
Fisherman's Community Hospital, you mentioned the Keys. After Hurricane Irma, you guys were working out of tents. Are you still? How is that going?
Fisherman's is still struggling. The Middle Keys was hurt very seriously by Hurricane Irma, and is having a hard time recovering. The basic problem down there is there's been so much destruction, but the working people have no place to live. The housing, the affordable housing was wiped out. The hospital got terribly hurt, and that's still closed right now. So it's interesting. We're still operating a field hospital there. We're going to replace that with a modular hospital in the next month or so. We've got 30 people who are still living in hotels that are still staffing in the hospital. So they're struggling, but we've made a commitment to replace the hospital in the next couple of years or so. But it's going to take a huge initiative on behalf of the community and Baptist and everybody else to sort of build that. You've
done so much for this community. Baptist also, Miami Cancer Institute celebrated their first anniversary just a couple weeks ago. Congratulations on that. What you guys have done in that Miami Cancer Institute is just amazing. I have been there. I am a patient of Miami Cancer Institute, so I can tell you as a patient just how amazing you feel when you go in there. You guys have grown so much and are growing. You have a hospital that you are building also right next to the Miami Cancer Institute. A hotel, I'm sorry. Pardon me, a hotel. Talk to us about that.
Well, the Miami Cancer Institute is obviously one of the biggest initiatives we've ever undertaken. It actually aggregates out together about $500 million. This thing started up this big, and it got bigger and bigger and bigger. And we had a series of circumstances where board members and physicians had to go elsewhere for bone marrow transplants, for access to proton therapy. And our board members said, why don't we build a world-class cancer center, destination center here, so they no longer have to go elsewhere. So that's what we essentially built. But we also doing a lot of things are being done on an outpatient basis. So we figured, why don't we build a hotel there, or so people don't have to spend a night in the hospital, very expensive, and they want to be with their families and everything. So we're building a Hilton hotel there that's going to be opening at the end of this year.
You guys are growing, and people from all around the world are coming to South Florida to be part and to get their perfect, well-staffed treatment at Baptist. So thank you so much for what you've done, and once again, Mr. Keeley, congratulations on your award.
Thank you.
The Sand in My Shoes Award will be given February 13th at Jungle Island's Treetop Ballroom in Miami. For more information, go to miamichamber.com.
And now it's time to get in the mix with local